We have the 5518 Honda tractor, four-wheel drive, four-wheel steering. We did a little work done to it. It runs flawlessly. I'll show you guys that in a minute. The mower deck is on. I'll show you guys that in a minute as well. Firstly, I'll show you guys a little bit of what I've done. I told you in the first video I replaced the CDI box. I also replaced the ignition coil with just this $10 generic one off Amazon. I believe this is for a golf cart, but I'm not 100% sure. It works because both spark plugs fire at the exact same time on this engine. One during the of course the ignition stroke, and another one during the exhaust stroke. So it works out perfectly. But of course, if you have like electronic ignition where both of them have separate timing, you'll want to stay away from these solid state coils. So as far as stuff I've done, I did an oil change. The fill is right here, and then the drain bolt is right here on the right hand side, and of course the oil filters right above it right here. So I did that. I replaced these spark plugs with the MGK BR6ES, I believe. And of course I flushed the coolant, and I did 2 oil changes just to run all the gunk out of there. I forgot what else I did. Oh, I put a new battery in it. This isn't new, but it's charged. Oh, another thing I've done is I put these super bright LED light bars on it, and they fit pretty dang good right in there. And I'll show you guys when it gets a little darker, but these things are super bright, and I just have them jerry-rigged in the stock prongs. So these the set of 2 were like $15 on Amazon, and boy are these bright. I didn't need to get the relay switch kit because of course they're all built in here with this little thing right here. So yeah. Oh, and I also replaced the fuel filter. It's right, excuse my thumb, it's right there. So it's kind of hard to get in there unless you drop the deck. And I also jacked this up and drained all the transmission fluid out from this bolt, and then the fill bolt is right there. And I believe that's like 1.5 quarts, something like that. And so now all new fluids are in this bad boy, and it runs perfectly. Let me show you this right here. Oops. Now the blades work really well too, but I won't show you that. But if you guys didn't notice, I did not have any brackets. So what I ended up doing, I had a few old lawnmower blades, and as you can see, I just heated them up extremely hot in my brother's forge, and he was able to bend them after a few hits of the hammer. They bent pretty dang well. And I just got these little like pins from Harbor Freight, put them through, and they work flawlessly. Now, and of course I found, I ended up making these little regular lawnmower, riding mower front deck linkages work flawlessly. And of course it lifts up and goes back down with the hydraulic lift of the mower. So that works really well. The only downside to this entire lawnmower, I would say, is if you're going to mow grass with it, there's no rear lift. There's no rear deck lift. It's only lifted from the front, as you can see there. So the entire time the deck is supported with these caster wheels. Now I replaced these wheels, but the bearings inside here were absolutely wrecked. So it puts a lot of strain on these rear wheels. And frankly, if you're turning, or if you're just mowing for a long period of time, it'll rip your grass up pretty quickly. So that's my only complaint, only design flaw, I would say, with this thing. But everything seems to run really well. I plan on, of course, I need to pump up the tires because it's getting real cold. Brakes work really well. Diff locker works really well. I think because it's cold, but also because the seat it's like 35-40 years old, it's cracking, as you can see. So I need to get like a seat cover, like a $20 seat cover. I think that'll make the cracking go down to a minimum. We'll see. This whatever you call this, roll bar or whatever, the paint is kind of cracking. Not cracking, but fading. And of course the back here, there's just a little surface rust. So I plan on like wire wheeling all of this, and I have like bed liner rust stuff, paint, that I'll paint all this, make it look nice and shiny. But yeah, so far with the deck, the mower, and all the parts, I have about $1,200 wrapped up in this thing. I'm gonna see if I can maybe get an attachment, like a plow or even a snowblower, since it does have this front PTO. A snowblower would be awesome, but that costs money, and I'm kind of broke really bad right now. So, but if push comes to shove, I might have to sell this bad boy. But before then, I really want to see how it does in the snow. Since it's so heavy, this thing weighs like 1,300 pounds. Since it's so heavy, and the four-wheel drive system with the diff lockers, this thing should be really good in the snow with some chains on it. So, but anyways, I'm just going on tangents right now. If you guys want to see more of this little thing, maybe mowing some grass in the spring or anything, please let me know. I really want to tug of war this thing against our four-wheeler, but that's for another time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.